guys, and welcome back to another YouTube video. Today we're doing a sit down, get ready with me, chit chat, little update. I haven't posted a YouTube video in literally like months, like an actual sit down YouTube video. Yeah, come with me to get ready. So right now we have no makeup on. So I've been using these toner pads. It's the Collagen Ampule pad. This is by Mediheal. I've been getting into Korean beauty and like, oh my god, I'm actually obsessed. Like my skin has never looked any better. And then just let it sit for like 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, in my Amazon storefront, I have all my skincare products that I recommend and a little life update. Well, as you guys may know, I recently went full-time in content creation and I didn't expect it to be like as hard as it is. I really want to expand my spectrum when it comes to like content creation, and I feel like YouTube is a really good place. And now you just wait for this to dry. This is the moisturizer that I'm going to be using. So this is just a moisturizer. It smells so good and it's so high quality. This will also be on my TikTok shop, and then you just blend it. It smells so good. I love like investing into my skincare and like beauty and stuff, and I'm like super excited because I want to do more like beauty content. Like that's just so fun and iconic, and like I love having like a girl audience. But you know, I've been actually really good lately. Like my mental health has been getting better. I've been like actively going to therapy and just working on myself, you know. But anyway, moving on to primer. So I use the Professional Primer by Benefit Cosmetics, and I just take this and I put it on like this. Okay, today we're gonna be doing a daily makeup look. K-beauty inspired. Just put the primer everywhere, makes your pores go away. I've noticed that I'm a lot more fulfilled when I make content that's dedicated towards like girls and woman empowerment, you know, because I know that that's just where I thrive in. And I noticed like not very fulfilled with like the whole gaming aspect of things. Like, so for foundation, I've been really loving this Tier foundation. Yeah, I just take it like this, and then so anyway, I just rub that foundation like an even layer of it on my face. I've been meeting new people and I feel like I'm finally like getting to a place where I'm just like happier and like feeling a lot more fulfilled, you know, even though like not everything is perfect in my life. I feel really happy where I'm at right now. I don't know, I feel like proud of myself for like going out there and like doing my thing, you know. And like, yeah, that's basically what's been happening lately. I've been working with like a lot of brands too, and like I've just been feeling so happy like making them content, and like maybe like I'm in the right place. Like I think the universe has me in the right place, and like, you know, getting rid of the things and like the people in my life that were not like healthy for me has also been something that has really helped me these past like few months. And like it's been really hard to cut off like toxic people from my life, but like it's getting a lot easier now, and like I'm learning who's like actually in my circle, which is like so refreshing, you know. It's like it's always nice to like be around people who genuinely have like their best interests at heart. Like I have some amazing friends that like always have my back and stuff. Like I'll get a hate comment, and like I have this one friend and she always goes in the comments and she's like defending me. Like she doesn't have to do that, but she's so sweet. That's one of my close friends, and I love her. Honey, shout out to Honey. Anyway, so we're moving on to powder. So I'm using the Huda Beauty, and I just take like a little bit. A little bit goes a long way with powder because, you know, it can look a little bit cakey if you put like too much. So I just take a little bit and then put like where I crease, so like underneath my eye. Oh my god, it's only been 15 minutes. Damn, I thought it's like already been an hour. Fun fact, I have depression and anxiety, and it's really hard for me to manage, but I've been going to therapy for it, and it's really been helping. And also just like working out really helps, like exercising and keeping myself active. Like lately I've been going to dance class and stuff, which has been really good, you know. And that really helps with like it just really helps with my self-esteem too, because like I've always wanted to be a dancer, but I've never been like happy or like in a good spot where I could go. So like I'm finally in that spot where like I feel like I can do it, and I'm so happy. Like, and also we've been getting a lot of love on like the Dress to Impress streams. Like thank you girls, it really means a lot to me, and I really appreciate you guys because this is really what I love to do. And like I just want to like inspire people, and like I'm so glad that like I have TikTok and I have my, you know, Twitch, and I have you guys to like be there for me. Like, because without you guys I don't know where would I be in life, you know. Like, and I'm gonna continue to work hard, and I hope you guys see, you know, stick around to see my growth, you know, because I know I'm not perfect and my content isn't the best, but I'm working really hard to like make it the best thing I can possible. So it's nice, you know. I'm taking things easy. I'm taking more breaks. Today I didn't stream, so which is really hard, you know, because I normally don't take breaks when it comes to streaming and stuff. And let's do contour. So this ColorGram palette, straight line down the nose, and I go in with the same shade and I just contour my cheeks a little bit because I have like chubbier cheeks, so I need to like make it look a little bit snatched, you know? I go in, do a little bit of contour. I even contour my jawline just to make it a little bit more like a V shape. So for blush, I use this Trio One Size Trio palette. I got this as a gift. Thank you, One Size. They gave it to me. I actually broke the bottom one, so let's just ignore that. And the mirror on here is really nice too. So I go in with like this brush right here, and I take a little bit of product, and then I just do it underneath my cheeks right here. It's a really pretty like pinky color, and it's like very like purpley too, which I love purpley blushes. Like so. And I know it looks crazy right now because I don't have my eye makeup done, but once we do my eye makeup, like everything's gonna come together. So just trust the process. Moving on to highlighter, I use this Dandelion Twinkle by Benefit. This really nice highlighter. I saw somebody using it in like one of those like makeup artist videos, like for K-pop beauty, because I'm really into K-beauty. So, and then I take it and put it along my cheeks like this. And look how subtle. It's very natural, like a natural highlighter. Okay, next I go in with this small brush and I take it, and this is where I go in with my nose. I do a little bit of nose contour here, and then I also put it on my nose bridge here. Hold on, for this segment, I think I'm gonna ask you guys some questions. Let's move on to eyebrow. Okay, so for eyebrows, I use the same contour shade, and I know this is gonna sound crazy, but I don't really like super dark eyebrows because I feel like my eyebrows are already kind of like filled in. So I just kind of go in with this light brown color, and I just kind of like go in and kind of like shape them a little bit. So that way like they have a little bit more like of a structure to them, you know, because they're just a little bit all over the place. But just been kind of chilling lately. I've been doing K-pop dance classes, and I love it so much. Like I want to be like a K-pop idol, and I know that sounds crazy, but like I love K-pop, and I could really see myself like getting far in the industry. Like I know it sounds kind of crazy, but I love doing content, and I love being in the media, and like I want to do it more, you know. I want to be an actress and stuff. Like I want to do so many things. So I'm just like, you know, I want to put myself out there a little bit more, and I'm just excited to like, you know, get myself out there, you know. And so that's the brows all done, and now I just go in with some NYX Control Freak eyebrow gel in the correct position that they're supposed to be in while we wait for the questions to load in. Our first question, guys. So if you guys don't know me, I used to be a psych major, and I was gonna go into school to be a psychiatrist, which is kind of crazy because now I'm a content creator, which is like, so people always ask me for relationship advice because if you don't know me, one of my most popular series on TikTok was like this day 1 to day 50 like heartbreak series, and that was like years ago. That was when I was like super young. So fast forward, I've healed. I've been opening myself up to dating more. I haven't yet had like a boyfriend yet. This lovely, beautiful lady from her profile picture, I can tell she's an absolute gem, asked me, hey Jess, any advice on leaving a narcissistic boyfriend? And let's do some eyeshadow while we ponder on this. So for eyeshadow, I'm gonna be using the Red Beauty palette. When it comes to narcissistic boyfriends, I just want to ask you like a question. Like, do you love yourself? And if the answer is yes, then you would leave this man, right? Anybody who loves themselves would leave this man. If all of your friends are telling you leave this man, anybody you ask, and even you, just by you saying that he is a narcissist and he seems to have those symptoms, anybody in their right mind is going to tell you to leave this guy, because anybody who loves themselves isn't going to be with a guy that's narcissistic. And I know this might come off as like an attack, right? Because you might just get a little bit defensive, right? Because it can seem like I'm attacking you, but this is not your fault. If you're a victim of abuse, this is not your fault, but it is your responsibility, okay, to get yourself out of situations that hurt you. You know, it's not your fault for being hurt, but it is your responsibility to get yourself out of the situation as quickly and fast as possible. And if that means leaving this guy and working on yourself, then I'm afraid that that's what you're gonna have to do. And I know it seems really scary to like be alone and spend time alone, you know, and work on yourself, you know, and really like be alone. I'm talking about like no situationship, no talking stage. I've been there. I mean, I live alone. I've been living alone for like a year now, and from the first red flag, I leave, you know. And I think that it takes a lot of time, and like, you know, if you really need that help, I would really suggest going to a therapist and seeking professional help, because that's really what helped me like level up as a person and like attract the right kind of people in my life that are like, you know, have good intentions for me, you know what I'm saying? Because there's always going to be bad people in your life, and you just have to get up and choose better for yourself. Because I know that it's easy to stay with this guy because it's what makes you feel not lonely. It's what makes you feel like, you know, the nice parts of it make you want to stay. But if there's red flags that you don't see yourself like marrying this person, then it's probably your sign to leave and go get better. You know, you girls need to stop acting like there aren't men out there who are going to die for you, like who aren't going to like commit to you right when the first time that they realize that you are the one for them. Like these guys who are mediocre are always going to be mediocre, and there's nothing you can do to change and fix that. So your responsibility as a woman, if you love yourself and you are a high value woman, you need to leave them. There are things like therapy, especially like couples therapy. I don't think the first option is always leaving. You know, if you really love this guy and you want to hear things out with him and stuff, and like potentially, you know, be in a long-term relationship where he heals and stuff, you know, then tell him to go to therapy and like get counseling, like get couples therapy. And I know it's super easy to like reject that kind of stuff. And if he's the type of guy who doesn't want to go into therapy and work on himself, then that already tells you the kind of person he is. And if he's not willing to change and work on the things that he struggles with, because nobody in a relationship is going to be perfect, but if at least they are trying, then I would give it a shot. But when it comes to narcissists, I block them and I leave. I'm somebody that I really love myself. I deserve better, and I go out there and I provide for myself because I know that I'm not going to wait for a man to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like I love myself and I go out there and I give myself things because I want a man who can take care of me in the same way that I take care of myself. You know, so it's like if a man is not willing to step up and do those things for you, change for you, be the best version of himself for you, that already tells you the kind of person he is. And it's not somebody that you want to be in the long term. Like I would think on the positive side and be like, at least you don't have a kid with this guy, at least you are not married to this guy, you know, you can leave. And I think the only time you need to start worrying is when you have a kid or when you get married or like have a house together. But like there's things where you can always leave, you know, even if you do have a kid. So just get yourself out of that situation, girl. Like from what you're telling me, it seems like you don't have the best emotional support system, where you don't have a lot of people who are telling you right from wrong, you know. And I think that therapy could really help you with that if you don't have a lot of people in your life. Like for me, I don't have a lot of friends, but it's quality over quantity, okay, girl? So definitely, you know, look into therapy. Not that you need it, because therapy is such a stigmatized thing, but it's more so like just to better yourself, you know, because if you really want the best for yourself, you wouldn't be with a guy like this, would you? Like think of your best friend. Like when you're approaching dating, think of like how would you be mad at your best friend because you love your best friend, right? Think of somebody you have love for. You're like your little sister, your mom, or like your best friend. If you would let your best friend or your little sister or your mom be with this man or be with a man that's like that, would you, like in your right mind, would you be like, oh yeah, stay with him and work things out? Or would you, like, if there has been signs of abuse, narcissistic abuse, would you tell them to leave? Obviously, right? So maybe it's your sign to leave, and I know that's probably not what you want to hear, but your therapist is probably going to let you know that. So yeah. Okay, more questions. If you were asked to play an attorney for Val, would you? I mean, okay, if you don't know, I do play Valorant on Twitch, and I am not a professional by any means. I am Silver 1, okay? I'm actually Silver 2 now. I just ranked up because I was playing with my friend. Would I play an attorney? Yes! Even if it was like a low elo bracket, yes, I would love to be an attorney. So like, if anyone is looking for some silver, you know, player, gold 2 peak gamer girls to play with, let me know. I'd love to be an attorney. I play in like Fortnite comp tourneys all the time. Like I played in eFuse. It was so much fun. Even though I'm not the best, like I still have so much fun playing in the competitive scene. It's so fun. Moving on to the next question. We just curled our lashes. Let's do a little bit of mascara. By the way, I use the Shiseido lash curler. Iconic. Okay, this is probably the best lash curler I've ever used. I love it. It's so nice, and it's lasted me like a really long time, so I really suggest it. And now moving on to mascara, we're using the telescopic L'Oreal mascara. Moving on to next question. Would you ever go back to college? So as you guys may know, I did 2 years and I was going to graduate, but I really didn't see myself doing college because I really want to invest into a business. I've always wanted to be a business owner, whether or not it be like a content creator, or even if it's like I'm like I have a little farmer's market and I sell like fruits or stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? When I get the chance, I was thinking of pulling out like a loan and like having like a pomegranate farmer's market business and like have a merch line, you know, and things like that. Like, because I feel like that'd be really on brand for me, and that's really what's something I want to do. And I feel like, you know, I definitely need to invest in myself and my career, which is what I've been doing. The only reason I would probably go back to school is if I want to get like a normal job, which is like not who I am. I've thought about being like an English teacher and going back to school to become an English teacher because I want to like go to Korea or Japan and like teach English there. That's something that's on my bucket list, you know. Instead of like spending thousands and millions of dollars traveling, I would rather just like it be like where I live for a couple years. You know, I feel like that's when you really get immersed in the culture. Next question, let's see. Advice on loving yourself. I've really struggled with like self-love and self-esteem issues in the past, and I still do. Like, I'm still, you know, not this perfect person that I feel like sometimes like I portray myself online, and it can definitely take a toll on you and like your self-esteem, you know? So what I've been doing recently is just like really like developing new hobbies. Like, this year has been a year of like trying new things. Like, I've never gone to a dance class before. This is my first year ever going to a dance class. So like, to say, like, I made a mood board, and surprisingly mood boards actually work. Like, I've gone dancing. I'm becoming a dancer. Like, who would have thought? I'm getting PR from companies. Who would have thought that was on my mood board? The eyeliner is so cute. Let's go. Anyway, so, okay, now moving on to Agyo Soul. The way that I love myself is by like taking care of myself and making sure that I'm okay. Honestly, developing your skills. It's super easy to like get wrapped up in work and responsibilities and stuff, but actually setting time aside to like go do things that you love. For me, it's dancing. I also really love makeup, so I set aside time to do my makeup really nicely and learn how to like perfect it the way that I like it. And it's made me really love myself, you know? And like showing myself love is like showing up for myself, buying myself nice things, you know, obviously within my budget and all that, because like you don't want to go out and spend all this money and then future you is just screwed for the rest of the month. Make sure to properly take care of yourself in that way, you know, and like, you know, put yourself in situations and be around people who actually show you love. That's also a form of love. Like, being around the people that actually make you feel happy and good about yourself, and don't try to like put you down, you know, or like one up you, you know. And I feel like it's important, but not a lot of people realize how important like other people being around you and in your vicinity and in your energy, because your energy is beautiful and like deserve to have boundaries with people who are obviously vampires. Like, they're vampires. They suck the living life out of you because that's all they know how to do. They're hurt people that never get help, and those are the people that you need to stay far away from. Okay, I use the NYX lip liner by Ever, and I just line my lips like this. And then I'm going in with this ColorGram lip stain. It's in the shade Dewy Grapefruit. Okay, we got some. I use this Apple Peony lip oil. It's by Noonie. Looks like this. Then we put this on our lips. I love lip oils over lip gloss. I feel like lip gloss is just so sticky, whereas like lip oil is like super hydrating and like, I don't know, I love it. So for the last few questions, we're gonna do a little Agyo Soul. I use this ColorGram Agyo Soul thing. It's in the shade Final Pearl. It looks like this. I just put a little bit like right here and a little bit here. If you had a chance to meet your younger self, what would you tell her? So some of the advice I would tell my younger self is probably just like to not be so hard on yourself, and that everything is gonna work out. All the things that you think about that are like that it's gonna go wrong, and like the worst case scenario of like things like, for example, like going into getting my first apartment, like, which is what I'm doing now. I never thought that in a million years I would ever be able to get an apartment. And in the beginning, when I first had my apartment, I would always think the worst of the worst. Like, oh, I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna make things happen. Bad things I would tell myself was just like such negative energy that just never was productive or got me anywhere. And like, I feel like it was valid to feel those things, but I would go back and tell my younger self that like everything's gonna be okay, and you are gonna be the person that saves you and makes everything okay. Just because a man doesn't like you doesn't mean that you are any less, and you are the most valuable, amazing person, and I see your worth because I'm a person, and even though I am you, I love you. And because I love you, that means you are loved and you are lovable and you are valuable and you're worth it, you know. And any man who makes you feel any less is just intimidated by how beautiful you are. You're just too beautiful for him. Okay, that's what I would tell my younger self. And I feel like every girl dealing with self-esteem issues should also, you know, take note for that. Do you enjoy reading in a library or a bookstore? Library or bookstore? Huh, I like both. So I would say both. I definitely love libraries. They're probably my favorite place because I'm an introvert. So like going to a library is so nice and like peaceful. So I would say both. I mean, the last time I read though was in a bookstore, so probably bookstore, but I don't know. I also love the library, so both. I would say both. And now to finish off the makeup, we are using setting spray Urban Decay All Nighter. It has a hyaluronic acid and watermelon fruit effect, so it smells really good and it's super nice. Thank you. Shout out to Urban for sending this to me. And if you guys want to go check it out, I'll put it in my storefront. It's so nice. This video has been so fun to make, but we're done with my makeup. What do we think? Hold on, let's fix the hair. All of the products that I use in this video are going to be linked in my Amazon storefront, so definitely go check that out. It'll all be linked to my belt. Look how pretty my face turned out. I'm pretty dust. See, this is me loving myself. Like, look, I'm glowing. We're also doing this thing where we're rebranding and stuff, so I'm supposed to not curse as much. But anyway, that was it for my video. It was super nice catching up with you guys, and thank you so much for supporting me and watching my videos and just hanging out. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for always being there for me. You know, I wouldn't be in the position that I'm in if it weren't for you guys. So thank you, and I hope to catch you guys in my streams. I stream almost every day at 6 p.m. I'm gonna be starting to have a new schedule where I stream at 6 p.m. Okay, follow me on social, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you guys want more videos like this. Let me know. Cheers to more YouTube videos in the future. Okay, bye everyone.